wa dumela hore ba o jele na
It's not like this is a once off thing or what you mean. Are you sure you are a once off thing that
you're meant to lead, not to follow, bruh. So if you're gonna take her name, bruh, you're following now, bruh.
Yeah, I don't get a bus game.
Pull us up, bruh.
I don't get a bus game.
So that's bullshit, bruh.
Nana, ole fan does with the maligno. Hey! Okay, one! If fan doesn't with the maligno, what's that? La with the maligno.
So are you still Mr. or over Mrs.?
Bruh.
Bro, I come Mr. with the maligno. Era Mrs. with the maligno.
There's nothing I can do.
I can't do about the maligno. Soliti maligno.
Here Nafat, we both come to an agreement. Both of our surnames, the Cholapi.
When over Sorotun Hudi or one Hudi Sorot. Italia. How I will let you go into Italia. Was a Hudi or one Hudi Sorotana? I can know the route. So you want to was a Rodun Hudi or one Hudi Sorot.
Mara, if you're ever so, no,
obvious, but it has to be mine and non-dominant.
Then Hagari, Unyagaro says,
Alich. Axe, Alich. So, no what's happened over in a polling person.
Skerumun Jisit.
Oh, Marasti, not over the person. Either way.
Quite different.
With a valid point. With a valid point.
None of all argue.
I can't want to refill it.
I believe that sailor man. Oh.
So, Joe, I want to come quickly with a more popular, but the money. Come appointment.
Chancellor, look, this is a problem.
Close, I
Ne, what Jomal Fatsing Lam di Lamra Jesus Christ o Nazareth. Tilozering erza mayam kun narnyaga. Mohon. Ya.
Wala sige wala lang. Pero di man ko ba?
Awag ka sa talus. Wala problema.
Ano ba appointment, bro? Kasi po talus.
Ay. Yeah, wana vela, unodzwa warjo, unyaka plena good English. Koso ka explain, utojaki madays. Now you talk about it. No brother, you can rely on me on some situations. An emergency, it's a matter of life and death. Sure, you can rely on me on that. Maranje?
No, what's the need, ne? It's one ali. Nanga normal no tawama yit. Jo are kai joro kono mara za zulul fit ka kanse.
Ne mara
jo ban thunsi ze thael original tat ko.
Mara ewi bibi. Na hoga mpotsa pila el joka sanda rega kai. Kene ke kono play na me hudi. Mara sanda ke. Mara sam mpotsa fru jo wang hafelo. No mpotsa fru. En hapo le ba o bolo di frutar na bitwa.
Yeah.
Ya ha fru ke sebe. Ana sklar lat. Talgi tule kel metro na ndo baringi bro ka sebe. Ke cool blind.
Yeah.
Mon first so when I thought jo negenane anna go ke rasa las ke libit lu rasa la roba.
Fritzona ha.
Mon first time.
Fritzona ha.
Ke nanne lo terinchi blind. Ke ni ke bodi lo terinchi blind already.
Jo, wana la ana kutis jo. Ne. They go accordingly, bro. You don't just wake up one hana tape. On
yeah.
So, for you to think of the man, or to have room, you have to sleep thinking of the man.
Sabi ko na langa dingan.
Akim sa.
From Elena, later in a context, they were umanahana musadi.
Even like I'm called like hunona. Okay.
Elina, I was
Bule.
Asanga del chulo sana Elina. Na, I was fun. Ratara la pila, kataway o kratsepo.
Uso bule.
Listo mo sari, ibigay ako.
No, curious with white sabi ko na hanagan, kitwa ko na hanagan, and girobet ko na hanagan. Why it's a palmatalon union?
It's free. Unyagate.
In the gas of Muna.
Marada is feeling up with the
I'm gonna call the little brag. What a demand. Unless I'm patchelate, brag.
Effie.
All right. Yeah.
Effie.
All right. Exactly. For you, in order to get demand, you have to sleep. At that thought, there was demand. Can you have to high? And before make sure your mood.
Yeah.
On top.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna wake up with you, but again, goes on through. Is he emergency? He'll never attend to it, brag.
Yeah.
Mara will give you ways of solving that thing.
Yeah.
It's not like in Rawa Braga code, or a chocon with you. Giga so tenega motor, so maybe got a little motor and nugget.
On top.
Amushin.
In simple terms, Joe, below demand go. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
I said hurry up. 10 minutes of demand. Get 10 minutes. If it passes 10 minutes, at 11 minutes, whenever a new show, gone.
Aushi.
Our Marajorgas who going to get 10 minutes ago for 1 minute extra with a
Gone.
I was going to eat over maybe the traffic.
Joe, when I this thing as Mentera here, it's called black time. It's called black time. Whereby when I say no go to Unyago recopa nega nine.
Oh, no, you what's in Nagirelli? Wait, Nagirelli. Oga was a Mutumuntor, Artagan Muturbungo Simi Max. Can 9.
Yeah.
Stylus toga 9. Sorry to say style, Mara.
Maragin.
Stylus toga 9. Kirataga 9. No one to go to 9. What for can win?
Yeah. So you need to understand where you have to be time conscious, brag.
Yeah.
9 again 9. On job. 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Arroyo street. Arroyo. Ah, fuck.
Nel cucontare il Brian, mi prende il trigetato.
So 10 minutes, 10 minutes. If it passes that, I'll leave brag.
Hey, Joe, Kago was another.
Yeah.
Wait, flop again. Not jogging your own put in need, bro. Now some put your juggy at knowing 6 minutes. Buraga give us 6 minutes. Well, we're not going to need what Buraga give it till again. I'm going to get taxi. Then I could relax.
I don't know, but I go with assessing you. Don't give me.
I know she.
I'm not going to give me.
Zam, don't get him grow. Don't cut and grow and no eat.
For was in Sigikak.
Erika, oh my god, need the wrong battle. Mara at least, well, I'll take it over the again. Wakaga.
Club was in Sigikak.
What Joe Tom and Joe again? Burgashi. Young Jagate, I know 5 minutes. Good 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, go food and go cook or 5 minutes, go run and 12 minutes. Only 5 minutes, go 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I
was surprising that demand. He works kebab, but he still doesn't have the patience. How we move.
I get canceling it all.
Time management is very important.
Karash away bilan. I get canceling it all again now. Kemela when I got 3 billion at 2 random, I get cancel again now.
It's not just because we're not party doesn't mean we're going to jump. Jump or get how.
And I'm Buddhist. Baba will problem about coming 10 minutes. What 3 by the tiran?
Yeah.
But the 3% the 100, the whole cash will be.
Too much patience, guy.
Yeah, that tiran, the patient was on Hafel and not the tiran, but number takes.
Doesn't every cent count?
The tiranda. Camela, the tiranda. Who fit the 300 rand? Game is the tiranda.
So if you cancel the dirty rents, past any trip you want.
I know flow. Bro, I can never go with the cancel a trip amount. I know you cancel a fee. Was it cancel a trip with a fee? And it's on the conversation of regular. Can cancel a trip or immediate accept a trip with you. Cancel it for problem already. Accept on Buturi, accept after few seconds worry you are not moving. Cancel. Accept on phone at the same time. Cancel.
Why?
Unyong baza. No, marami serious dude.
I will go for shortcut.
Aginya ke shortcut ke nale map bro. Ke ta vaga map.
What if the road is fucking closed? Come here, Joe.
Bro. Ways, yable la jifna road ko pili fina ma police yable.
What true?
Unyong baza.
Thanks. Sala what's a moto mo kamukasire.
Aba yule wazanchi wa cancel anjende.
Mara sala bona for a holds an amoki for ida. I think netekane.
Kai zito majwa.
Yeah. So we don't want for go phone nama.
Umbuza. Something near to fit go in. I get nagin nagas. Kai ziga get. Extra accept the trip of Gizuma mepage. Ka wonor ko kai get.
So yeah, what for do?
Like that ngira. Mochi giling ishara location.
When I get no request to go.
Yeah, pick up.
No request to go in. Strada sa mankene. Yeah, ilo sora strada sa mankene yam sora ibu kifi. Na if kids play ko Gizuma ro, uyi na flow. Ka vai. Ik vind ook even ngira right.
Safo.
Unya.
Let's say ke hona mo kelani ka switcha location no. Isa to.
I don't want to.
Like go itse kolera. Ekonori kel moki. Ke kala ina hantle. Ontswa.
Wait ire hala.
Problem ire overnight ke line. Okamuntu. Oka line ya kantle. Okamuntu kantle.
Towards ikecha line kantle.
Yeah, so when if you eat lebya.
If you live ya wagerjo, what ira? Ika kecha line ya kantle. Ikecha ro wena kantle. Mari le utsola strata ya ngala kantle.
Oh.
Ontswa.
Yeah.
So ogirle drive lo ngura wa bona okay na. Sonte kita kantle. Ontswa. Ino gore nna la tel.
Why did you tell me, Joe?
Problem gore la tel la.
For me phone la pings.
Onya gangi. Onga so accepta phone. Onya gangi. Sampo ta me bra. Uti ga ngoro ko ta line ngero. Ngakere tshwantse gore ka nno ke ko kae.
No to la timele.
Yeah,
Toro ke ha ina.
Yeah, timele.
Yeah.
Skero nyo go timela timele.
Na re baba to khantia.
Ejo.
Yeah, what for do?
Tsona go mongwa nyo go nyala mosadi. A nyo go tsena le sefane sa mosadi.
Awa for
What are you my grips?
More
Joe. No, I didn't say. Oh, just for some side.
Uri.
Trouble na location. Okay, I didn't say go just for some side.
Uri.
Okay, I can't lose any leona that day. I don't see anything wrong kayo.
Because you year.
Flopole.
Nka 60. Aglikani da,
I support.
but I'm not against it.
That means I support.
You support. If you're not against, you are for.
So that means okay. If you support, I want to over against the one. Right now, I support you. Not against culture, tradition. Tradition go on now on your side. Inside your
Braga, ojo rebela ko change di fan.
Happy who changes when you go on you.
Fana.
And aunya le ke monna felo nya le ke family. So ra re family to dumela lo lento terentse mahadi marafetsa mo wena o tse sefane sa mtsadi.
Okay.
Nguli benkabini.
Kampa le bile re amne tjo antse mahadi ana msadi yo.
O ka le bia ngeke. Okay. What happens in a situation whereby these people own Tamahad, but they don't change their names? Unagas fanisa house ngobeni, unagas fanisa house ngobeni.
Why?
The moment they ntse mahadi,
Ringets, not so. If you run away wedding, I'm cold.
I got ntse mahadi linyets. This autograph. These people are married. But Basamering is their original names.
Sornyala.
The female is anga change now hangobeni.
Okay.
Nyala. Perhaps the culture one, the agreement one. mara
Ayo, question naga go re nyalla.
So what if le nna culture ya ka e re ke tse se sa go
Yeah, let's take it to. What happened? Let's take it to. What take it to. What happened?
all I'm saying is this. Hence I get against you. All I'm saying is this. Liti biang.
Boring.
Manyana ke fete. Don't be in a rush.
Yo wela mjekere gaitsi. Mrela.
Don't be in a rush. Manyana ke fete bole.
Rizo mure.
Asa na clienta go lenyao.
Liti biang mure.
Ka so founela.
Hey, you can just call it.
Joe, this thing is simple. On top. Liti biang hore. It was written hore. Msaizo at fine someone.
Ngwetso mo bebele.
Eh, ergo.
It was written in black and white.
Ergo wara. Not everything has to be written. When I look at the Bible, those are facts. No one wrote them down. Don't first that.
It's the nature.
Because no one got the opportunity to write them down. There's a lot of history in there. No one wrote it down. They can only tell you it's what go on right here or white way. And just because it's not in books, it doesn't mean anything. And just because just because it's not written down, it doesn't mean it does not exist. And just because it's written down, it doesn't mean it's exactly the way they wrote it down.
Hutswa mo wena hore wa itsia hore a o itsi
ke tla daga fe wena ja problem ere ke tla ke point ya ka pele
itlalo
ne wena o bola ka written down so ka o botse ke re hona dilo tse dingwe tse leng gore ke di facts, they've been there for decades. They've never been written down by anyone, but they exist. And then ke di var hona le tse leng gore they've been there by the weights. They exist. Hona le tse leng gore o mongwe o ntse fatshe a ngwala mara ngwala mpia mara just because by the weights batho ba di tseya. One first time. So no, it comes back to culture ya hore o kreye timer anyaka ngwana mojita. The whole point or one of the major reasons tse leng gore time anyaka ngwana mojita ke hore a hodise sefane. A ba re bitso ba re go hore a hodise sefane. Ha ho disa sfane, it means nna he ke ilo nyala digente ka mo fa sfane saka ka mo fa ngwana wa moshimane a tshwara sfane saka sfane sa seroto sa tlowa go mai timer sa tla go nna sa tla go mfana sa tla go mfana ka sa go mfana ha o hodisa sfane. The minute wena o tse sfane sa jokente e re sfane sa ha sa shwella o no tshwanele joint timer ke ba rutile ba sa di fe mchaya wena.
Okay. Alright. Agahana no way.
Sure.
Alright.
Agahan.
And I know we tla engele ngwe ke nya ka neda. Engele utanga yo. Sfane sa swell. Right? Okay. O tla o le wena se soruto. Ashungobeni wakhe. O munyala. Right? Sfane sa go hawo. It's on the verge of go swell because kwa hawo. Azango hana le mojita.
Mara se problem ya ka.
Ilo nyala ngobe no mongwe.
Listen. O tlo wena ring break.
Ka utswa.
As a problem ya hao. Right? But you wanna make your problem her problem because house as well.
The reason why I said that's why what time ba buy they pushed ho ba le ngwana wa moji. Okay, that's why o kra khale. O kra na le kontunye one o kra na le bana ba 9. Ite o ke basadi tamane na pusha ho por o man ile mji mojita na se bate tamane ra ke tshele ke pheto ke tutu na
aga hana le wena break. Wajalo you are right. Aga hana le wena tamone ko na le bana ba 15
anyaka mji
o one mo 15 nyo o 15 ne mojita aga hana le wena.
Sure.
Now it happens in a rare situation. 15 ka mo ka fu.
It's not even a rare situation. It happens. It's not rare.
Wajalo bro. The whole 15 in military. Ke basadi fela batho ba. So now from number 1 they've been married. O nyala ha mlo, o nyala ha sibanyoni, o nyala ha wajalo. Then comes you. On number 15. The last of the Senime Angobe. Are you not willing to make a sacrifice for Manul?
Personal. Never. Elo ronyor get as far as someone man at point.
Bona, there's this thing. I think.
Are you willing to make that sacrifice?
Something.
Before Carlos Kenya, we did.
The money easily.
Yeah.
Continue, man.
Bona. The thing that I'm trying to explain is to show you I'm willing to do that.
Okay.
Explain.
But I'm not sure this thing I've heard it in the right way but I've heard this, Brad. Amen. Kita kele surut.
That's one saga. Okay. Sachelete, man. Stay. Tapi. Nguli bro.
Kita kele surut, Brad.
Emna tsa how.
Wa tlaloha. Ngwana a suka ha ngudi, Brad.
Suruto like.
Wa tlaloha.
Yeah.
Kenya umti. And she's the last of her family, Brad. Wa tlaloha. I'm not denying the fact that legacy. I'm not denying that fact.
Yeah.
So here's a fat, Brad. We both come to an agreement. Both of our surnames did you lapel.
When over Sorotun Kudi or one Kudi Sorot. Italia. I believe you going to Italia. Was it Kudi or one Kudi Sorotana? I can well also root. So you want to was a Rodun Kudi or one Kudi Sorot.
Mara, if you're ever so, Korahor no,
obvious, but it has to be mine and non-dominant.
Then Hagari, Unyagaro says,
Alich. Alich.
What is negative?
Mara, not on a linear income of property. Mara, this time Goran no link to the familiar high. Goran familiar high no automobile using in Tepi. Korahor, let's just say killing a familiar how is a familiar high.
Brother, I can
no, it's a different.
I can do the familiar mood. I'm building my own family.
I will get the name because I can't.
Zepe, ubi tala zepe, no, I got.
Kid is a name, you get the baby.
Why can't?
Kiss a root of some hoody.
Yeah, that's fine. So, Korahor, how?
It's a new family, Breg.
Okay,
And they live on Navada. But no, we just root to some hoody.
No matter when we made a bar.
Let's not forget her.
I pick sentence into Joe. Ali made a bar.
Come on, what's the next Sokolavian? Honomala Saras sending.
But it doesn't matter Sokola's house. Tamalala, Breg.
Settle that then, me blah. Over the Mono sending me on what happened. It
doesn't matter, Breg.
Salagella.
That lineage, it'll continue a head rabanamos.
Blood,
yeah, now.
Oh,
no, blood, how to go to the one.
Oh, so when
no question. I'm up in no question. Happen no Motavenia or we're not just fun. I don't try to double barre. When now we just fun inside the game.
Still like in this one,
no agree alone. No agree alone, bro. I can win our weekend when the venture Spanish and well. But no one, I know to sa. When now about job Spanish, I guess why
Braga
was still
Braga. It comes as circumstances.
Say
Braga. No come for it. Inch.
So no basis fun. So basis fun is up. Inch okay. I'm a big inch okay.
Hey,
come take the
Then what was the point of somehow?
I'm a big joke. Hey, I'm potential the inch guy.
Braga. That's
why we would say, can you send him out of the
how?
You would say, the horror. Also, no one that I can turn. It's right because it's safe. Not to you, good. I can wear no rogasi. Hag of us an inch.
Inch, bro.
Bukai for Wayne.
Inch, bro.
Bukai.
Oh, nyale.
Anyaling.
Yeah, I'm going. I don't find you.
Now, what I do? Now, I'm not going to na nangalregisan na.
Yeah, when a very men na go eat. Me awal men ure. Or baisa wo to.
Jo. Nam fechele to nyo won go ri.
Marar wote yi. Wonar wote mor chatan chim ka or no basis fan sa.
Challenge. Kari ingile chele do.
Bukai.
Just feel, bro.
Aw benar ko fa. Ergo buta na tenga mutu. Mutur ka bu fanet mita. Aw buntur ge mutu. I bet him.
Oh, this guy low.
I can move
This guy
How
low.
to make a challenge? And then how put this? Okafa moto 50,000. I 100 meter.
I want to
That's how good take challenge inchi.
brag. To conclude this, brag. I'll never trade my saving for mine.
Yeah, so someone
I'll never, brag.
So someone
the woman that you into Umunyala comes from a royal family.
I
don't care. Hey, Royal. Yeah, Royal.
Another royalty high, brag.
Still, you're not willing. So which means you're not supporting it, Hori.
Our brag. That's bullshit.
Thank you. So we're already Alice. Are we
That's bullshit, brag.
Okay.
Total. Levar sua.
Braga,
Tais kat.
Braga, you were meant to be a leader.
Thank you.
You were meant to lead, not to follow, Braga. So if you're gonna take her name, Braga, you're following now, Braga.
Yeah, I don't get a bus game.
So that's bullshit, Braga.
Nana, ole fan does with the maligno. Hey! Come on! Viva! If does with the maligno. Otra te chavala, la pone with the maligno.
So are you still Mr. or Mrs.?
Braga.
Bro, come Mr. with the maligno. Era Mrs. with the maligno. How like I'm coming with Braga? Hi.
There's nothing I can do.
I can't do que tiro about the maligno. Soliti maligno.
Unless in a rare situation, Braga.
What rare situation?
Listen, I want ish.
Tago botsa mapelo, wetso wena go mo attack bro. Tlhagere go no botsa nne di tsarpie. Wetso wena go ngo attack. Una o fitla go pele, wa bona re tabe o thoma ga isa leo. Wa jinga.
No, but when I take a before we point ya. Because no, we're like a rare situation. You haven't even had the rare situation.
Nah, you did breast. No, no, I either how come put get on my guy.
Yeah, but I'm saying what I'm thinking, or I'm saying my view, Brad.
Are you?
Hence, unless in a rare situation whereby we are both willing to give up our surnames.
I will not really understand you.
Brad. Unless in a rare situation, obvious, I won't take her surname, Brad. And if she doesn't want to take my surname, then
so Gambanuze is a highly howless cagas.
Let us start and say, Braga, Choko, my face, I was Angaba motor for changes is fine, Brad. You have your.
So when you ever
you have your great granddad's Braga, but I hear about Mang, Braga, if you can't move change if anything.
That's right. I don't want to expose you.
Hey, didn't know saying.
That's right. Okay, what?
You have. I'm not gonna say this, Braga, but there's this group of people, Braga. Mackenzie was one, Braga. So I'm not gonna mention the race.
Amara, are offended.
I are offended. They're not around.
Hey, oh,
what the fuck? John Lechavang says, "Kanaka, nothing that's for the long too."
I get around. Ya pergas chavo botir sa ituro bulelem pia. Bulel.
Timenze jo.
Second public in the way bulel.
Why do you talk about?
I'm not gonna even mention Braga a tribe or a race or a religion, culture.
Why not talk about with all due respect? All for the disrespect. The worst disrespect ever. I'll polite. Into be yearly no. Ari, Ertel.
So Ari,
Braga, let's get to the main business of the day.
Yeah,
before I go cool, because no,
yeah. Answer introduce.
Elangatheka mara joka still introduction wa bona wena wa tell.
Yeah, sure. Bye-bye.
O to kuba mmereko ngwe.
Ashe.
Mutanyo go resign mo. Mutanyo go resign mo.
Yo,
So what do is? There's this thing, man. In Blade this week. It's a recent situation in Rahiti Mukasi, whereby a cop was very familiar hostage.
It happened like 2 days back.
Yeah.
Or the day before yesterday.
And
Yeah.
it ended up with some fatalities, whereby people got shot and people died. Right, all right. So the way I heard the story, I'm not sure if it's the right story or not, but the way I heard the story,
Mabar. Ah, the mabar.
the man never in jail.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly. Thank you.
the man never in jail,
Kima.
and the man never in jail.
I just man.
Oh, Jessica Braya High,
Prayer high is
Bloodline, Madi.
or in Fana high.
Yeah.
Madi,
Abuta.
Hey.
bloodline.
Are
I don't know. Amira Langwan, without him knowing, but what he never eat, because the manager he released some long ass voice recording, Braga. It went through social media and at best on sort of Braga. The man expressed the feeling tired. So Joe, I've made investments and to a point that Joe, as I about the investments I was making. Because I was preparing for future Ngosia, who apparently is not even my child. Yongana Braya. And Demente, at some point, they almost killed me. And on top of that, to top the cherry, my mom knew about it.
That one person you're supposed to trust more than anyone.
Yeah.
Can Lina Tabaya love them all but trust no one? Ali Hugo.
Love them all, but trust no one.
Ali Hugo.
You can't live without trusting anyone. You need to trust someone.
That's why they betray you, my friend.
Obvious betrayal is over thing. We're humans.
It's because you trust. Don't trust, believe, chief.
So we're not on board or pillar. No.
Don't trust, believe.
When now we have to trust. Now I have to trust someone.
I trust you now.
As to I have to.
Not a good thing. No one is immune to doing you dirty.
So who do
and how to
so we're not trust someone.
and love them all, but trust no one, chief.
No one at all.
Trust no Joe. Na kubuza Joe.
Braga, now what's that needy?
Bruga nanti no. Ul braga sorry Joe kaika. Roy. Ne? I will believe hori. Ukasingira into belai. But at the same time, I'm cautious to know who can get into belai. So the belagna exit play every time Mukia. I never relax to know who to be. I don't wanna lie. I never relax.
You'll never enjoy life as a relax.
Bruga takubuti. Enjoy life and die. Never relax and live longer. Fella die, Joe. Simple concept of life.
Never relax and live long.
Live long. Joe, something that happened recently, we don't know what was about. But you don't have to Monday. Come Monday, you can drop our name go B2. I can drop our name go B2. Coffee Magul. Can't take over stay. A lower valley hegzena, hotel Garzepedi Shia. Yeah. Can the chief tailor, redirection over. Our chiefta, my feet at them in what's an go stay.
During the show.
Love more passive.
Okay.
Shabu came at the Mugulin, Diamutsuru Kutisi, Kamugisa de Kutis, what's what I am. It's an Ogumugulek Supranegapaya. Kabaya. Hekitsanaku carrying usually we should be not like Gulama Fester so good. Hekitsanaku carrying Kelama Fester. I guess start the Garcin get from a key. Tiger to go stay Yata. Kilobota. Kilability. Kilobota, Kimi and Chalbo. Taman hat, what a straight moon. One bracket a maranjam visitor bracket. If you're not vigilant enough, Otona Hanoku, we hook Aragawan, you'd say Natamaragasti, or Tula Tamar, or Tula Tiger, or Tula Elbow. One first time, if you're not vigilant enough, carry to me, it's the key. Heki, make a coin. Who to a Daman Wataman, One bracket amaranjam bisi. Ham bracket as in time, ko gaming, magula ko kune. So game so. Horikit, some degree face.
Yeah.
One first time. Taman. Here, Kirmaro, Duman, why am I on the street? Silila Ganagan. Little Rino Bagu Magulin, sometimes I am going to Isum Kupilaga street. I am a Gupilaga Taman. Late. I am a Gupilaga, passenger out, also a shot. Ha, a shot. Can you do Surka? Ha, a shot, they start a Gary Griffiths, a Comicha. And you give Lexit in Uriela.
Chilling again.
Our brewer. Linali, one power at you. And you Lexit in the Uriela. I
read because I get your
but don't you think we're giving it
I tell you,
because you look like a wow, but look by
true, yeah.
But look by a 6 year level. I put them with Fister.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
So, who said legs? Check Kimaka, Kim Fanagasi.
I know
Automatically, Holmokasi. Mara usually for Wakasi. So, most of the time, on a little like Sanya, okay. I Kimokasi. Yeah, they know Mara. Because Kwamokasi, one first time. Yeah.
I get your point, and what you're saying, it's true, in fact, the whole trust no one. Even the Bible level, even the matter how.
Yeah. Because deceive you.
Yeah. Even the pillow out. Say,
I will know when I will West.
It's like
West. Style too much. What? You look better all over Maranteg is a fanny. And why eat? What's that? And when I don't go, Luguan or Mara, Eona, Asiona. What's that? When I don't go, why is there a problem? Pillar on a cobra, you go in again. Or get out the Bonora again. Omorata can let out. Motona and his brother style. You know? They style.
Marabara follow your heart.
Like to
hey, don't go. You wanna don't.
No, it's a foolish thing to do to follow your heart.
Back to stories about
c'est là ça la police.
I was one police. War mind anxiety. Love them all, but trust no one, chief. Ergo why? Back in the ancient times, Henna yeah, the men take it brass again. Had the men, I bet I blank.
Why you should I win? Isn't in I win
sharp. Had the man of a teddy blank. But so I give a corner on a situation. But some said demand. But say demand. One mere more fans, but I get like one at the way. So Renat and the Tibo class or I can move family when something will learn from how bad. E beta velo muri is the family it's fella da. Kispirisa Jofro, Kispirisa Jobra, Kispirisa what I tu. So what probably for biting need. And you would never find out. Because this spirit says it's in about to buy for Nagoleli Geni never snat abalio. One to never tiba a developer tagamo family. No! Oh, bro.
No, I applied that thing.
And it went Pella Joer but Ergayan meeting. Honali bot time baba baya. By Lumpur Bahudi Savana Bero Asmabona, they don't know you. Those kids don't know. But so I never talk of it, very limited. Car spirit say, spirit, what about one waiting spirit? But my car. About a spirit, brewer.
Yeah, but we live in a modern world. We live in a modern society, bro. The world we live in, it's so complex that even if Timan one jail brag as Brian. I'm bound to find out.
Yeah, because of the time emotions are starting to be involved.
Right.
Link you on that. Wabana wants automobile emotion. Apelo and a joke and no jail. Automomonecta here to get emotion.
For now, I genuinely feel like it's fucked up to a point whereby you know we're living in a modern age society. Whereby if you take Diman Lim now and the third person, which is the wife, whatever scenario you're against, you know, in the olden days, ne wera solo. And hear from me, we're not going to be under it. Right? If I'm against it, I'm against it. I know flow. It's funny, and if I'm willing, or as funny as I will let you do that as long as it's a once-off thing. Why didn't you channel link? For me, this thing on channel, I'm gonna raise a child. Kitty. Listen, Begs. Abangela. Listen.
What this idea?
Abangela. Musad. This thing, it's another hurry. Musad, right? I'm gonna raise the child. That's my own. Break. And there's many families today that are successful, break. And if you check, Asmanaba Daman, which I think, Yahor break, who say, Mwana Asherang Loina DNA at some point. This is how, like share a DNA, bloodline that day. Watalwan. Abaya ko we na waruchu. Samirela diman one. Pala dile mfanaka, angirela one. And I was in the know. Watalwan. If they took us by their fault, I'm in the know. Yo, didn't bloodline brag. Watalwan. It's a once-off thing. I'm gonna raise one mfanaka.
As one.
Watalwan. It's understandable.
So
to a certain degree, it's understandable.
So sharp lower out J.
It's a once-off thing.
So what do you mean?
Braga, for as long as
I don't get once or get twice or get three times. What do you mean? La horrible jelly na.
As long as it's a once off thing or what you mean? Are you sure you are a once off thing and made it?
you know what's the problem?
You don't see the bigger picture.
Besides seeing the bigger picture, the problem is this. You guys want to ask questions that are already being answered.
Yes. Yes.
Braga. Kilifile scenario ka botla. They take me but I'm Sarah but I'm Fana. But be a fat. There's an agreement move. You about 2 by 3. Len nagating da. I mean they know. You're Fana ungirela one. And I'm gonna raise one Fana. Braga. It's gonna be a once-off thing. If we are the brother, yeah, child.
Namara. And the one out
family on air.
I sent family. Liana, later on fro. But tell them play 3.
Yeah.
If you don't go, a child, bread. But I won't tell you a trillion to bread.
I don't know what they think.
One thing. The
reason why you would write one. Why not know you are stuck on Hurim Fanao Uchile in the hattery? Again, don't you think, Hori? How much you know? I don't know.
Joe,
and I got my own. That's what. When I'm not going to put her name, no, later. What cage are going to say as a cage? Tons of woman pinned as a cage. I'm not really
flopal now, Joe. I would see.
When I once off, I belong one. It's fine. Now I give Sango. Our today, I bet has a cage. Really.
Listen to
me. I with the arcade. So you're not under pin the hapa.
I will get a cage.
I don't care. No one.
I'm a cage.
So something pin the hapa.
I will get a pin.
Hape mo smoke ba utlwa monate hape mo.
I'm sorry to say this. Let's learn to stay on topic. Let's learn not to argue sebaka.
I can rekisa di-point tsa gore gape go possible gore wena Jokent a rena o delay imana a fitlha namela once of eo a sa catch.
Let's learn to give each other chances tsa bolela. Because I'm trying to explain to you one crash.
Okay,
everything.
Okay, Ari.
Atlhalohanya brag. Brag. Diren, I understand the process of ovulation. Atlhalohanya. You won't just go once a catch. Sometimes it doesn't happen like that, brag. All I'm saying good, umkirela ngwana mo wa. Atlhalohanya. There are chances of ovulation. The matter of the fact go umkirela ngwana mo wa. E chaile brag.
Okay.
And I do understand, brag, there's chances of both of them catching feelings. I do understand that very well, brag. I do understand the fact that there's chances that demons might sneak. Come cover sneaking after that. What you brag? Brag. Bottom line, go. I would raise one. Oh, not the wiki to brag. I saw a marquak.
Okay.
What you want? It's the same thing as I'm gonna adopt one out or one amfana.
Wouldn't it be better if he had slept with another woman than Valfamano? Instead of Arobalongwana.
It's still the same shit, braga.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better that way rather than Arobalele Msadiahao?
Braga, it wouldn't be better because you're not one-sided that day. You're not one-sided in terms of bloodline. Manolo Okeramadia side of the family. What about her side of the family, braga?
Okay, get your point.
And we wouldn't say unless if and things like that.
No, no, now we're speaking as if like it's in the past.
So for now, braga, it's out of the pitch. I accept the mfana kangire longwa. Watlhalohanya brag. I accept that. Because Kenya one. I cannot bear children of my own, brag. Kenya one.
So bloodline important to that extent?
At some point.
Okay. Someone in Gilari, history does not remember blood. It remembers names.
At some degree, right. We are entitled to our own points of view.
So, I see a point down, but now, for now, I would rather adopt than have my brother Arwal Sadiak. Sadiak, my wife. Arwal Sadiak, somewhere ki retreat my relationship, that's really true.
Braga, you need to remember this. Ne? I'm not against our adoption and everything. I'm not against it.
No,
But you need to remember this. The money, what they said, asatale the next person. Everything would have been prevented. According to me, everything would have been prevented if the man was notified earlier on, in the early stages.
Kopelo, was the lady his wife or girlfriend?
I think it was the girlfriend.
Okay. Okay.
Even like Joe, it doesn't matter if it's wife or girlfriend, right? Whatever. If the man was notified at the earliest stage, brag, we were gonna prevent hatred. We were gonna prevent tawaya hobolayana. Whatever, brag. But because now the money had to find out in another form. I read to Dima. But he had to find out in another form, brag. And then in the middle of it all, brag, he had to find out Lord Dimensa Banyagulo Mulai. Or why I read. But two. All I'm saying is this. I'm saying where Rapela Mulfa saying Lord Joe. There's intelligence. Not just in machines or there's intelligence in people, brag. A person can think or do. Because I cannot bear children of my own, brag. And I still wanna continue the bloodline here. Come daddy. Whatever brag. I personally might give them the chance. Whatever. Or mvana angiri longwa.
In this modern world that we live in, what we really want the traditional way or kadi tsela tsa hore ba tsa spam sa hae.
Unfortunately enough, or not unfortunately, fortunate enough, brag. We live in a modern day age world, brag,
yeah.
Whereby we can avoid this thing, and everything. Whereby they can take his sperm and take the girlfriend or the wife's egg, brag, by fertilizer another human being. Or by the implant there, kama msadi ngwa ba fertilizer msadi akaspa msada man without intimacy. We live in that world, bro.
Then if it happens or in future, Joe,
I'm not gonna deny the fact that I'm not gonna deny that.
Okay.
Hence I brought up this thing. It's the same thing as Hulisa Mwana Muna Omo Miti. If the man act, and now I wanna be a father to Mwana, are you gonna deny that? You're not gonna deny that, brag. Kemadia Daman. It doesn't matter the amount of money that you spend. Kemadia Daman, brag. Every house has its own set of rules. I can't really die there. Now, if the money comes back after 20 years, if he comes back after 20 years and he wants to claim Manaole brag, he has the right to do that.
Then what happened to
But he also has to know it's not him alone.
But then what happens to the agreement that we had when we started this thing?
The agreement that we had when starting this thing, Braga, it was for you Ungilengwa. Are we right?
Yeah.
It was for you Ungilengwa.
And the show, who will Mokugorum will lead it temsela tsa ungirela ngwana kwa ka mohudisa. So which means Rihanna, there's no need to have a part of your one.
But now there's this thing called greed.
Okay.
As time goes, there's this thing called greed. Now he's entitled to greed. He's gonna obviously want to claim the fatherly responsibility to the child. Hence I'm saying I sale his part fail. Ngwana le na wa tsena. Wa tlhaloganya brag. Ngwana le na wa tsena now. If ngwana o braga he's not or she's not at the age or ka tsena braga, then it's on him and the available parents, the current parents. But now if ngwana lo hodile to a point where I input something, it's between him, the parents, and the child.
The parents or
the current parents, me and the wife.
Okay.
Yeah. If we deny him or any part of that kid's life, and they both go do it outside our house,
yeah.
Or if we agree for him to be part of the kid's life, and the kid doesn't want that.
Choice young one. Thanks, Honor.
I hear everything that you say. I always want to get back to what you say. So you can see you Google later on. So let's go once off. Alright. And then we'll let us once off. Whether the man is joking to her vajan, I need this saga.
Yeah.
Lerge saragis.
Yeah.
I need that saga. How monat? Alemonat bo water lega after that I did.
Yeah.
The only way in a limuan could demand on a jacket.
Sure.
Demand another jacket. Honor of village. I didn't miss it with this. I got Mujawa.
Sure.
And then I grow it. Her demand as a large jacket, there are demanded Sanse Almumudi. Demanded Sanse Rai. Or demand a conjure jacket, there are jacket that Sanse a fee. Demand.
And the ovulation
a corotapa.
Braga hore diman akono Jamaican.
man. Ego venung get to stop. Say Rabia. You yet gum quavy and got it. Diman at the Jamaican.
Asiaga.
I can't go on.
Lanchesa mañana. Lanchesa.
Marakyo.
Can't understand the cure.
Okay, for demand we long one.
Yeah, it's a problem cool.
Yeah.
Braga hore diman a Jamaican brag. Joe. The agreement go diman a ngile longwa. The agreement is not for my wife Afi. Remember the Joe. Mfana, you'd be surprised how even in the olden days most women would have sex braga without even
It's fine. Arregupi. Ne? Arregupi. Kaugure guy. Arregupi. Again. Sooner demand. Santa job macho yento ma. Makatunya na mabaya.
the agreement is for me to have the child.
Again. Ugwan na gaga. Demand Santa robalu jagent. Makatunya na amabaya. The chances, and we're gonna be honest here, the chances are jagent actually feelings. Get any buy because orally demand have buy. Again.
And during that process. Until I came.
Yeah. Because you get me saying, okay. I'm pendula ni se pule lo rasanga wa nis.
Sure.
Again.
Sure.
Again ni terga se cha.
Sure.
Ani se pule lo rasanga wa nis. Amara bato na se endurli ani gis ni se pule.
Sure.
I nis. And every day wa nis ayo. Ure.
Sure.
One first time. So when ke point again mato. Don't you think or one way or the other? Odo ke feelings and over pule hore batho ba. Ko hole monate ke go ba ya. I said, Dagger said, brother said, and no can or no, demanding an okra chicken the water. What did it what they do?
Sure.
When I only pull up brewer. half of the time ha fitlile go tshwantse ngae ka dimane o fitlhelela mathoma fitlhela mitho fitlhela o dire beto thapi
Perela mo fa.
Bara ka phela a re re ngwana ka o kazini. Ngwana ka Spain.
a ke ha mara before dimane aruta o ne sepula wena o ne sepula
Black and kala ka phaya.
wena o ne sepula
Sure.
Again,
Sure.
Ejo kopela stop on jisa ngwana.
emapele man wena wa ja wena o ne sepula again
Sure.
so no level la di risk tsa hore hape tse ke di vele di risk tsa o ira hore jokend le lo le to ka no ke once off aye go dimane because dimane ke se sa pula mo fitlhisa go tshwantse ya fitla wena o fitlhe
Sure.
again and the second na sa itse re yena ke se sa pula o thomlo itse ka dimane
Sure.
so here ya nnete the chances tsa hore aye go dimane ke tse di baya
Sure.
le ntsana le we and
Sure.
we don't know o ya go mrao
Yo.
a o bone ngwana wa bithulo wa bitiri ba tswa ta here ya nnete
Yeah, but o tla no bolela ka.
a ke re go wena ro ile ngwana mo one
Bo.
dimane o betile 10 noto hape no re ka mara field
Things. This is simple. There's an agreement.
a ke hana ka agreement
Anger.
look ka ngwana mo one
Listen, there's an agreement. Yang ngwana mo. Right? No hutla ngwana bithu. The moment ngwana bithu a tla brag. Agreement le ya fela brag.
Okay, now.
Now, agreement e fela ka se brag. O sa le msedi.
okay
Okay. Remember, now we're in zero plan. Kids, revia as the old ways, as if like, lela, who's not the DNA, who's not it. Back then, even the divorce, never city. I mean, never told Nalo and first bar one number.
never seen you na fati even never know said demand but no said demand but them said they were now wheat arba no way to ka how the shop
Flop or no. Francis. You seem to be confusing it, Hanya.
No,
Well, now you're stuck in the olden days.
asker ka mo re cutting.
Olden days never agree. The olden days.
Nalo and na re
Listen. Oh, now we had a conversation. You're not a child.
So
Yeah,
okay line M1.
No more agreement day. New age. Modern day.
Okay.
No more agreement day.
Anaza.
ana zanga ya wiladi
Disarugesi and
Oh,
I don't know.
tanto no la
How? Ya olden days. A child, brother. No, who's not olden days. There was no agreement.
So Fediza N1.
You never knew that was speaking. Nagita botol wana kwa.
I want an agreement mara wana mistake mara agreement
Mara.
agreement
Mara waina na or.
Agreement. Everybody lang kayo na. It's an includalin.
And like, okay. Tabile mang I think ergivitse mbla ba ina ngwa. Tabile wena ore.
Braga.
but they get by one or mara
So, unalo this. Luena no.
regimo
Luena no. Unalo this thing ya hore. Joemle jodo bigo bona le this lovely lady. Le betello tsa lena ntwa. Now they envy hunale because obviously they're going to ask you questions.
le ba sa butis jo batswadi ba no level ba re dile ndo ta hanchi o itse ba re batswadi a to mota hanchi o re ba se stoi this car ba re to
And they
aime basha wena ba se stoi mangwa horla 2 years la ngwana lo no ta ba do borra na problem re bitse tape lo tegen de ba bana ba re ka le bona
kopelo go le go e. E thomona mela thata ka mkhobisanya ke.
kana wale na ile kana wale jo mara ka mo tsara batswadi ne ba bona ga ba ba re ke agero ba bona jo ba tsora ro borna se stoi this car ba re to
Okay.
first year fata second year fata third year fata graduation fata ato graduate mo graduate mo before
Yeah.
graduation fifth year
Plus, bonus here.
kante mara
Au
tata
ya
ke
lesi.
ba tsa tapelo ba tapa ba tsa degen de bara girla bono na lutata itsi da botata ko wena mama ro botata ke ngwana wa re ena re ha mara the only way ya re bono ro botata ke mama ko ro wena le demand le leke ene ho wena le demand le ka catcha era o le sharp era ro wena o sharp botata ko wa re mara ke taba ya rene le gore e fella mo e chaile wantsa demand arna ena flow Degen okay, tata mama runi. I can remember maybe half of the time Degen only go the prove or nas in our flow. Because one line so listen to belali kulele snacks. At say in the demand.
Nesepul.
a di se pula ya mtato bo tlo thapella hore it's right happy la a wa tapa ju pe o thapile le hore jo wait that the hore o thapile o tshwaro
O wa bona splash.
ya we miss it pula mtato mo tlo thapi mputsisi a nna ba da ngenda ba ba tsoro bo bona le ba bisere pie mo di bara se simile again September wa bara ke la bona tabile
Then lebile nna lebile ke a ngfuna umunye ntwa.
Ukawari akere wena shengu jump e bone ke batswadi pele batlisa o batlisa jofru bara ke le bone tabile wa bona ro wena mona take and o wa bo ira ro rana ke problem so tabe ka mkhwetho mile
e tswela pele ona mgo
e tswela pele ona mkhwene fela gona yi
so wena
na shoferi ontwa jokentari fe wena ro nya go mo
jokentala tape
tabela ra swa ka se kunyike tu a jokentanya ga o dirisa pela ro ra fe
Sore factory.
taka do kunyike
Sore factory ya bana nna.
ontwa wena o monato di potso ra bona ke numbers game our balls of rock and back in the days spirit ne spirit o bana ntwe ba ringe spirit fe le umrawo ne spirit ya meet you wouldn't know and then if fella da ba tsodi ba go thapelo tsa mailo nyala msa go mongwe ire bana o monato o be shapa wait ontwa because it wasn't any there was no any emotional attachment between thapelo le jofru understand mainly from thapelo because we are not that emotional as men. Yeah, now we twirl around toya, arabash. Wah! I want it toya, arabash. Wah! I want tola, arabash.
Na meza ta.
I will be.
jokangwele
Ate ha manje ngoro tsonta na meza ta go bya.
Why you hey, tabe bra.
Man. Agate so limit.
Yeah, mara yengite. Understand? So demand. Oh wait.
Arda zile ngena mitse utwa mitse litula.
Yeah, wala lo no tumurute.
Askoro promote ile kele.
So right, I say give
older mafia we have SSV. Are mafia are there was no emotional attachment especially from Tape. Let no in the modern day I never let there no be any emotional. I need in the olden days.
I only see.
But what about chat ngere
Hopela no. Wait no. I can't go that way. It's different. Happen no. By the wheat. So now what do I eat? The monsa wara. Ari.
but listen, all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying Urdu. If the agreement was one child and now there's a second child, a brag agreement the child brag.
That's why getting no one is
I understand for why basa like I think I get the question of why they on this or like why basa involve Jita or kilo
the husband.
How can who about I think it's because like it creates order that way.
The wife can manipulate you for almost someone of it too. Or little high lonya of it too. And why do me?
Joe, yes, ngai dume like a hand.
So I guess lechira.
Ngai dume like a hand. But if now I'm in the know we already do, the man get na ilungile lamban. Oh, Joe.
Couple of this. So wait. O fine lo jogenda ilubulela mchito mumo. Mfana hao. Ay nanja. O sharp.
Joe, it's gonna be a once-off thing.
I have bro sabar gas mujawa.
Braga, listen.
Ukan nagre.
Tempo.
Wena problem with question again one. Ukan nagre. Wena o sharp lo hore jogenda abulele tengan mo.
It's gonna be a once-off thing.
Awagas mo namela wa.
Tempo. It doesn't matter if Omanamela has 7 before I cage.
So sharp kayo.
It's a once-off thing.
Mara sharp.
It's the agreement.
Mara sharp kayo. Into you sir.
For the mere fact that we get the agreement, it means I'm okay, Leo.
It's alright. They'll not pay no fun. Never.
What to do? You know why you get this stay, Mojo? Ne? It's because of these pillars of life, Brad. Acceptance, accountability, forgiveness. Brad. These pillars, build them, Brad. Joe, knowing the difference between right and wrong, Do you know you can do the right thing for the wrong reason?
True.
Obvious. Half of the times that's what we do.
You can do the wrong thing for the right reason.
Half of the times.
What you know, brag.
Yeah.
So like these things, Joe, they shape us, brag.
But you need to understand that
So-
life is not a book and it does not have a book.
Life is not a book, brag. And life is not for anyone to write it, brag.
Exactly.
What you know? But it takes an individual, brag, to have all these things. Now, if you accept you cannot make kids, brag, that's the first step.
But are you willing to accept or why no jelana?
If you accept or you cannot make kids, obviously.
That's obvious.
Listen,
Sorry, but it's obvious.
as obviously I am.
That's obvious. I'm going to do it. Eloreta.
Brag, if there's acceptance more in a brag, why tell why?
You're very blank.
Or when you shoot any blank,
What damage are you?
you're gonna accept or you cannot make kids. Why tell why in a brag? And now there's an agreement put to the table, brag. You first have to accept the agreement. Why tell why in a brag? And you're gonna live your whole life trying to accept the fact that or demand on Jason side.
Okay. Kubro present. Kubro present. Kubro this.